let him choose. I'll let him choose. He's the man. I appreciate it.
I just know he.
We'll find out Monday when they're going to be serving. Yeah. I see.
All right, folks, we are finally up for today's live stream. I do apologize. Earlier today, you missed Buffalo Valley girls defeating the Wright City Junior Varsity squad in a fairly one-sided game. It was 12-1 through one quarter, and then they padded their lead 18-3 by half. Ended up winning by 20 plus. We have now the Wright City Junior Varsity squad again playing in back-to-back games, this time against Mill Creek. Very competitive second quarter. Mill Creek took early command up early, took a 6-point lead up until about 4 minutes to go in the first quarter, and then got double digits all the way until about 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. And Wright City hitting a couple of threes to end the second, able to trim the lead to 7, which is what it was at halftime. 31-24, you're watching PNTV coverage of the 2024 Coleman Christmas Classic. And again, I do apologize for the Feeds being down earlier game in the first half of this one. We're finally good to go, should be set for the entire weekend. We will be here all day tomorrow in addition to Saturday. So you'll be able to watch every game with the exception of the Buffalo Valley and Wright City Junior Varsity girls game that took place at 10 a.m. Like to thank Pittman Oil and Gas and Gary's Mini Mart in Wright City. Today's live stream video highlights coverage. We are having some issues with the speakers in the background, so we may keep our mic on a lower setting just in case it kind of garbles. But if you do hear it, will not hurt my feelings if you want to turn down the volume. That should only come on during breaks, timeouts, and intermissions. Inbound kick for the Bullfrogs, 31-24 remains the lead. As I stated earlier, Mill Creek jumped out to a double-digit lead in the first quarter. It did go to as low as 6, and then the teams kind of played competitively from the 4-minute marker in the first quarter until the 3-minute marker in the second quarter. Mill Creek got up again by 11, and then the three-pointer trimmed it to 8. They traded shots. Again, another 3 for a 2, and that's where we ended up 31-24 at halftime. We'll have a bunch of games on tap, not all of them necessarily today, but we will have games coming up following this. It'll be at approximately 1 p.m., Asher versus Mill Creek for the girls, followed by a 2:30 matchup between Asher and Buffalo Valley. All pairings, by the way, are senior varsity with the exception of the Wright City boys and girls having the JV here. Senior varsity in another tournament. And resuming the alternating schedule, 4 p.m., it'll be Eagletown versus Turner for the girls. 5:30 p.m., Clayton versus Eagletown for the boys. And then closing out the evening sessions, your host, Coleman, will meet Clayton for the girls at 7 p.m. and Turner at 8:30 p.m. for the boys. Well, this is as tight as it has been since the very beginning of the first quarter. 4-point lead, 31-27, Mill Creek. Back-to-back buckets by the Lumberjacks, and Hope's lead is now 2. We did have technical difficulties getting attached. We tried about 100 times to get the feed up. It would connect, it would stop, it would drop. And basically, we just had a password change from last year. Had to get in touch with the IT guy to give IP addresses for our devices so that the firewall wasn't cutting out the play. I do apologize. We did get a smattering of highlights earlier. You didn't really miss much in the opening game between Buffalo Valley girls and Wright City girls. Pretty one-sided game, double-digit deficit throughout. Very competitive game so far. And we did record bits and pieces of the first half while we were trying to take down the feed and push it back up again and doing some technical work. But on the backside, this will be the last remaining time we'll have the issue. And so everybody who did not check earlier today, just continue to check for the live button on the Prep Nation TV channel. Whenever it's red, white, that means the next game is up. There will be about a 15-minute break in between intermissions. We'll go ahead and use that time to make highlight reels for the games, change the encoder panel, and then we'll be back live before tip-off. Format today is girl, boy for 4 different pairings. So there are 6 more games coming up. You'll be able, to watch all of them here on PNTV. And if you would like to catch replays or highlights, those will be up after the games, and you can watch it anytime. All you have to do is download the YouTube app or search PNTV on Google. Go to our Prep Nation channel, click subscribe. Go to live. Red, white means active. Black, white, video on demand. And as a reminder, the video tab will have highlights and interviews up where you'll be able to watch us there. Back in action again, Wright City looking to be a scrappy bunch here. Again, this is the junior varsity squad for both the boys and the girls. I'd like to thank Gary's Mini Mart and Wright City. Just out of Broken Bow for sponsoring. Got a little too tricky there. A couple of extra dribbles, and that'll cost them possession. So needed stop for the Bullfrogs as they have given up multiple buckets in back-to-back opportunities. 6-0 run for Wright City. Check foul underneath. Looked to be kind of incidental contact, but nonetheless, it's flagged for a blocking foul. On a positive note, all of our All-State belts and player awards for fall baseball and softball classes B, A, and 2A arrived today. So we will be scheduling award ceremonies during boys and girls basketball games, pep rallies, and athletic banquets pretty much from December, I should say, all the way into January, and then hitting it heavy all the way to May if that's what it takes. So if you had a winner and you have not reached out yet, please get us available schedules for the boys and girls varsity basketball games. That way we can go ahead and meet you and give your players their award in front of a max capacity crowd. Ideally, we want to try to pick a halftime of the girls game if they don't play. And if they do play varsity basketball, then we will do it during the halftime of a boys game. When in doubt, reach out to Greg Goodrich, 405-492-8825. You can also go to our Prep Nation page on Facebook or on X, formerly Twitter, and just reach out, and I will be more than happy to get in touch with you. Just let me know school and player name. 32-29, 3-point lead. Mill Creek again negated by the steal, and Actually, a really good half presentation so far for Wright City's junior varsity squad. They played especially scrappy half of the first quarter, half of the second quarter. And this game has pretty much stayed between about now 3 and 6. They get up to a high of 7 before halftime. But they were able to trim that 11-point lead, and now they've kept it just a couple of shots. So much improved offensive selection shots, and I think the movement is really giving Mill Creek a handful here. Definitely getting them out of position, drawing some additional fouls that they weren't necessarily getting early on. So as you can see, no margin for error, no cushion remains. And Mill Creek has absolutely squandered initially a 11-point lead. Bam. And there you go, folks. Lead change first of the game for Wright City. We did have a one possession game early on. Mill Creek shot the first two successful buckets. Wright City came back. Like I said earlier, they were able to build a double digit lead. And on three different occasions now, Mill Creek has trimmed it from 11 to 9, 7, 6. And then here, taking the lead for the first time of the game, they are absolutely playing excellent here in the third quarter. Really liking the aggressive penetration by the Lumberjacks. They are really taking it to Mill Creek. And so far, the change in strategy is paying major dividends. They're getting many available opportunities inside the paint, outside the perimeter. And bam, just like that, here comes Mill Creek. That is a three, so back to a 1-point lead. First time in the game that back-to-back positions have reversed. Going to be a traveling call, I think. Mill Creek retakes the lead, 2 for 2 so far, looking to make it the traditional 3-point play in the unconventional manner. 3 free throws on the foul. And Mill Creek converts. 1:22 remains, as you can see. We do have a slight bobble on the tripod. You'll notice it right there whenever we try to move it. The table isn't absolutely flush here, so I'm going to try to limit any touching that we do on the computer just to scores, and then slightly move it for the pace of play. So if we're a half second behind, you'll know that I'm trying to keep it from just absolutely shaking. 38-36, pump fakes, drives, kicks out. Outside the perimeter, jump shot is no good. Crashes the rebound, crashing the board, and it gets it with authority. Inside of 38 seconds to go now, Mill Creek could potentially hold for the final shot. They won't. And we'll have a reach-in foul. Looks like it will be a non-shooting foul since he was trying to regain possession of the ball. Well, the charity line has proven to be especially benevolent to Mill Creek in back-to-back plays, 5 consecutive free throws. Almost lost possession, regains it. Tenacious defense here inside of 17 seconds to go. Jump shots off the mark, crashing the board, rebound, another bullfrog opportunity here. Kind of slows it down, crosses midcourt. He'll drive, penetrate, tries to split the lane, loses possession. Turnover, Mill Creek, kicks it over, and going to get the shot off, but no good. Your score through 3 innings, or correction, 3 quarters. It is Mill Creek 40, Wright City JV 36. You're watching PNTV coverage. Day 1 action, session 1, here at the Coleman Christmas Classic. Courtesy coverage brought to you by Gary's Mini Mart in Wright City and Pittman Oil and Gas, proud supporter of Mill Creek Athletics. Nice block shot and effectively the steal. Mill Creek thwarts back opportunities for Wright City. So after a really hot streak all the way through the third quarter, trimming 7-point deficit, taking initially a 4-point lead, it is back up to 6 now for Mill Creek. Duncan Dink, little style of offensive play has been very effective for them. They've been able to isolate the wing, cut, dribble, and then drop off to the post man, and he is delivering the mail. Second opportunity, no good. Gets the rebound with authority, clears it out. Yet another free throw. Good. Wow. 9-point lead, second largest of the game. And they have effectively ended the rally and started their own again. 45-36 timeout called in the fourth quarter. 6:05 remains. You're watching PNTV coverage games of the day. 2024 Coleman Christmas Classic here at Coleman High School. Just a reminder, 6 more games on tap today. We do have a change for games on, I believe, Saturday, a matchup to accommodate travel, but they should remain the same today. So our schedule remaining, we'll go ahead and do this chronologically, even though it's kind of bouncing back and forth. But the next game coming up will be approximately 1 p.m. between Asher and Mill Creek. That'll be a battle of the girls. Followed at 2:30, again, Asher versus Buffalo Valley. That'll complete games for both the Indians and the Buffaloes on the day. 4 p.m. we'll revert back to the girls, Eagletown tournament. 5:30 p.m. Clayton, Eagletown for the boys. And at 7 o'clock, back to the home team. 7 p.m. approximate tip-off. Coleman versus Clayton for the girls. 8:30 p.m. tip-off. Coleman versus Turner for the boys. 8 games on tap today. We'll give you an updated bracket as it progresses. We only have one notable change on the original pairing, and rather than skip it now, we will double check tonight before we go ahead and make that public, just to make sure that that is still the case. But I will share with you the updated graphic on Prep Nation TV on our Facebook page so that everybody has that, and you are good to go. Coast to coast. Back to an 11-point lead. Matches the largest lead of the game early in the first quarter. 3-pointer by Wright City, no good. And the Lumberjacks have gone totally cold here in the fourth quarter after a absolutely tantalizing third where everything went their way.
Rare instance where Mill Creek unable to convert on the free throw. They missed them both, actually. So snaps 8 consecutive free throws for the Bullfrogs. forgot to do. Vicious dumps. Looked to have a wide open lane to the bucket. Chose to pull back and be a little bit more methodic, tempered, almost halfway through the fourth and final quarter. Timeout calls, 2:35 remains. To a double-digit lead. It led by 11-10. Shot ball is the call. 2:28 remains here in the fourth and final quarter. Looks like it's going to be an 0-for-2 day start for Wright City Lumberjacks junior varsity squads. Double. 61-20. Each quarter pretty much just exponentially got out of control. Kind of teetered on the verge of absolute. Give me buckets at the very last second. Over Wright City J. So our change tomorrow is just as simple as this. The 7 o'clock game and the 4 o'clock game. Those will flip-flop if that makes time. It's the girls' game only. So if you're wanting to tune in tomorrow and you have access to a bracket, it is the 4 o'clock and the 7 o'clock game. The 7 o'clock game will play first, and then the 4 p.m. game will slot to 7 p.m. So just think. 4 normally comes first. In this case, 4 comes last. 51-44. Mill Creek looking to put Wright City 0 for 2 on the first day of action. Taking the shot, dribbles, pumps up, puts the shot out, and good. Rebound, strips the ball, goes 5, free fall. Possession maintained by Wright City. 38 remains. Conclusion of this game, we will generate a highlight reel for the action you missed, and then we will be good to go for the next game of the evening. Third than they did either the first or the second, even though they had runs in both of those back-to-back. Pulls back, top of the key, sets the play, gonna have to pick up the pace. Jump shot is up, and it is good. Absolutely fantastic. Just ebb and flow throughout. They have not quit, and they have really put it to the team that, on paper, is supposed to win the senior varsity versus junior varsity matchup. We'll have the reach-in foul, probably the right call to make. Has some fouls to burn, looks like. Reminder, our next games of the day will be doubleheader features for the Asher Indians. The girls will play Mill Creek next at approximately 1 p.m. And the boys will be Asher versus Fowley. The next 2 games coming up on PNTV. At the conclusion of this game, we will go ahead and generate a highlight reel, and then we'll get the new encoder panel on. Feed will start probably about 5 minutes, give or take, for the tip-off. So all you'll have to do is just refresh your browser, go back to the top of the app, click down, and just log out, come back in again. And anything that's red and white means live and active, ongoing. Anything black and white means previously aired or video on-demand content. It is a 53-49 4-point lead for the Bullfrogs. I'd like to thank Pittman Oil and Gas and Gary's Mini Mart being our sponsor for today's live stream video highlights and game coverage. Three-pointer on its way, no good. Rebound, Mill Creek, and lose possession of the ball. And it'll be 7.6 seconds remaining. I'm broadcasting over here. Please keep it down. Don't walk in front of the camera.
Sorry.
1.9 seconds to go, so the game officially on ice for Mill Creek. And we'll be victorious. We should have a 53-49 game. Final score 55-49. Mill Creek victorious. We'll get your highlights up. Next game coming up to be in approximately 5.